The Mechas, the most powerful, effective, and presumably expensive to produce weapons in all of the Godzilla universe. But the most powerful mechas are no doubt these two: Mechagodzilla, the bionic monster, and Kiryu, aka Mechagodzilla III. I'm one fish mob, and it's my job to see who would win in a fight. The Black Hole Planet 3 aliens. Sapient ape-like humanoids from outer space who are bent on world domination. Complete with an alien invasion force, the aliens set up a secret base on planet Earth. But taking over an entire planet with giant monsters and deities protecting it from invaders and other monsters is no easy task. So the aliens began construction on a weapon of mass destruction, one designed to be far more powerful than any other beast on the planet and be able to rival the king of the monsters himself. The aliens would go on to call this new monster Mechagodzilla. But Mechagodzilla can't be as powerful as he is without an arsenal. Initially, Mechagodzilla was covered in a pseudo-skin that was used to disguise it as Godzilla. In this fake Godzilla disguise, he was able to use a flamethrower from his mouth to burn everything in his path. But using this weapon all the time isn't going to truly be effective, so it's able to shed its own disguise. Once the disguise is shed, its true power is revealed. Mechagodzilla's base weapons are composed of finger missiles, toe missiles, and knee cannons, which explode on contact or lodge into an opponent's flesh. Mechagodzilla can shoot eye lasers, which appear to be on par with Godzilla's atomic breath. Mechagodzilla can create a force field by rotating its head at great speeds, can fly at Mach 5 speeds thanks to rockets in its feet, can fire an electric current from its chest, and is able to fire a concentrated beam when its head is removed. As you could probably guess, due to Mechagodzilla being made by aliens, it's not made out of earthly metal. Instead, its armor is constructed out of a mysterious alloy known as space titanium. And surprisingly, it's actually not that durable, as a brief fight with Godzilla caused enough damage for it to need repairs. However, Mechagodzilla is nothing to joke around with. It was powerful enough to defeat Anguirus. It nearly killed Godzilla, and its chest ray can cut a mountain in half. However, due to it being a machine, it's going to usually have a few quirks. It's been destroyed by Godzilla multiple times, is vulnerable to magnetic forces, it doesn't stand well against more than one kaiju at a time, its head can be torn off, 2 Mechagodzillas were frozen by the cold vacuum of space, and after Mechagodzilla was rebuilt, its hand-to-hand combat capabilities appear to have been reduced. All in all, Mechagodzilla is a powerful machine that to this day is rarely rivaled. The Godzilla universe is home to many unique and weird monsters, ranging from giant crustaceans to massive gods and even deities. As you could imagine, the world couldn't just stand by and watch on as these beasts tore it apart. They needed a weapon that could stand against these monsters, a weapon that would be virtually unstoppable. So a group of scientists got an idea so stupid, it might actually work. They recovered the skeleton of the very first Godzilla and turned it into a giant, manually piloted mecha unit simply known as Mechagodzilla 3. Or as it's called in the movies, comics, and games, Kiryu. Being built to battle giant monsters, Kiryu needs a lot of special equipment. Kiryu wields 2 Type 90 Maser cannons. What was once one of the most powerful weapons in the JSDF's arsenal, these cannons are capable of firing a ray from Kiryu's maw, similar to Godzilla's atomic breath. It has twin laser cannons mounted on each arm, and can morph its hand into a drill. This drill easily pierces Godzilla's hide and can send a crippling surge of electricity into his opponent's body. Kiryu also has two shoulder-mounted rocket launchers, with each one capable of firing 6 rockets in the front and 8 heat-seeking missiles from the sides and back, and can even fire off each of its rocket launchers to cause a massive explosion on impact. Kiryu can extend wires through pores on its neck to latch onto objects, and can use thrusters to fly at speeds reaching over Mach 2.5 to Mach 4.5, and can charge itself with energy after gaining speed and ram opponents with tremendous force. But Kiryu's most powerful weapon is no doubt the Absolute Zero Cannon. Contained in Kiryu's chest, the weapon was designed to freeze kaiju to temperatures reaching 273.3 degrees below zero, and was strong enough to freeze Destroya completely. Kiryu has proven itself time and time again it's the most powerful weapon the JSDF has. It's one of the very few creatures that has actually defeated Godzilla, can fight against monsters that are capable of killing all life on Earth like King Ghidorah and Gigan, curb-stomped Baragon, killed Space Godzilla and Destroya, and Kiryu can enter a state known as Awakened Kiryu. This state allows the Godzilla of 1954 to take control of it and take it past what mechanical limits it had, becoming actually sentient and even quote-unquote living for once. However, Kiryu is not unstoppable. When Kiryu's Godzilla side takes over, it may make him stronger, but it can also be a bad thing in certain situations. Kiryu also has a limited power source, with the Absolute Zero Cannon draining 40% of Kiryu's energy, and these limited energy reserves require Kiryu to be airlifted to the battlefield. All in all, Kiryu is the JSDF's strongest weapon against giant monsters.
Fight!
So why did Kiryu win? Well, Mechagodzilla's chest ray could one-shot Kiryu. Mechagodzilla doesn't run out of energy like what Kiryu does, and Mechagodzilla is more than capable of going toe-to-toe with Kiryu and Awakened Kiryu, and Mechagodzilla is also a faster flyer. But Kiryu has more effective weapons. The Absolute Zero Cannon is more than capable of freezing Mechagodzilla. Kiryu has defeated far more powerful opponents, including Godzilla himself, and awakened Kiryu could easily prove problematic for Mechagodzilla. So in short, Mechagodzilla may have had the speed and range advantage, but Kiryu in the end ultimately held the power and strength advantage. In the end, it looks like Mechagodzilla's purpose of conquest was literally shattered. The winner is Kiryu.